because nobody knows what the Democrats or Republicans really stand for. Now, I don't deny that the centre parties in all democracies with two-party states like the United States and Britain can play a useful role in pushing the other parties in the direction which the mass of the people want, but which perhaps their ideology and interests prevent them from adopting. But I think in our country, as a matter of fact, and David knows this because we discussed it interminably before he decided to break away, I think if he and his friends had shown more patience, we could have got these changes in the Labour movement at least 8 years earlier than we got them. I think that the 29 MPs who left to join the SDP by the 1983 election delayed a process which was going to take place. But I understand very well he took a different view, but I think it has all ended in tears, as I told him at the time, and as Shirley Williams said just before she did it. And I think now the important thing is, do let us remember that although Geoffrey and I exchange amenities about sheep and savages from time to time, the two major parties in Britain, and this is not true of all countries, share similar approaches to 80% of our national problems. And that's what makes our system of democracy work. And I think so long as on the 20% we disagree about...
You must finish.
Yeah, I'm going to finish, but I'm going to have my say also, whatever you say. And so long as the parties can present a meaningful choice to the population, and I think it's difficult for 3, 4 or 5 parties to do that, but 2 can, our system will work better than any other that has yet been devised for us.
Right, Mrs. Buckley, what do you say to all that?
I say, well, if it's only 20% of the time that you differ, it's rather strange that we hear practically all the time about your differences.
Well, you don't actually know. On foreign policy, which Geoffrey and I have both been involved in, we work together again and again on the major issues.
Can the lady there have a say, please? Yes.
Could I just say, you all depend on votes to get you back into Parliament. Could I just say that could you possibly all get together and do away with this out-fashioned and outmoded system of proxy votes? We have a big choice now, and there is a group of people, for example, the British forces overseas, who depend totally on proxy votes. And we can't guarantee that our vote will actually be deposited in that box by the person that we have nominated as our proxy.
Well, I think that's a totally different topic. Gentleman there.
Could I just ask David Owen if he thinks that the Labour Party is now a better party or a different party from the one he left? And if so, would he consider rejoining it?
I honestly don't think it is a better party. I think that Jim Callaghan was a good Prime Minister, and I believe he was an honourable Prime Minister. We came unstuck in the winter of discontent, and there was a mood that wanted change. But I don't think the Labour Party has yet got the stability and the commitment to things like a serious defence policy and economic policy and a European outlook that was then there. I think they're moving towards it.
Would you consider rejoining it?
No, my problem is this. I have a legacy of being in the Labour Party, but the SDP members, and more important, SDP voters and sympathisers, many of them have never had any links with the Labour Party at all. And the younger generation, who've never known anything other than SDP, want to be able to vote SDP. They want to be able to retain the integrity of the party. They're ready to work in pacts or coalitions. They want proportional representation. And they believe they want a multi-party choice. They want to reflect that pluralist view.
Let's hear from them what they believe.
It's not easy for me to lead them into the Labour Party. That's not possible.
I'll take a couple of observations. I'm sorry, I'll take a couple of observations from the audience on this. Gentleman there.
Yes, Dr. Owen, it has been said in White Circle that had you not left the Labour Party, you would have already been sitting at number 10. How do you view that?
I think when I left the Labour Party, I dramatically reduced my chances of ever sitting in number 10. And I did so in full knowledge of that. And believe it or not, Dennis, it's possible to take decisions knowing full well it will affect your ambition. And you know that I took it full